Mm. Hey y'all, today C is for Cornelius the Centurion. He's in Acts chapters 10 and 11. He is the first Gentile to be converted into Christianity and to be baptized. And it was done by Peter. Peter baptized him, which probably had to happen since Peter was in charge of the church at the time. So let's set this up. As a centurion, Cornelius has 100 soldiers underneath him, and he's in Caesarea keeping the peace between the Romans and the Jews. Now, he came up from the ranks. He used to be one of those soldiers, but in the neighborhood, he is highly respected. He believes in God. His family believes in God. He gives alms to the poor, and he prays a lot. Now, he had to get this belief from what he heard from the Jews, right? So that means the Jews know and respect him. He probably did a lot of talking to them, asking them questions about this mysterious God they had. I mean, he'd heard the stories of their successes and all of this. And so he is praying one day, and an angel appears and said, God remembers you. Go get Peter. Well, Cornelius is excited. He sends 3 people to get Peter, who's about 40 miles away. And in that time, Peter's having this dream. Now, Peter sees all these animals come down from heaven. Oh, slimy stuff, hoofed animals. And Jesus says, Peter, kill and eat. And Peter goes, oh, I'm a Jew. That's not going in this mouth. It's contaminated. And Jesus says, look, if I say it's good, it's good. Well, Peter wakes up. He doesn't quite know what the dream was, but God said, look, you got 3 guys coming to your house. Go with them. Just go. Well, that's a hard pill to swallow for Peter because he's been requested to go to a Gentile's house. Plus, he's got to travel 40 miles to get there. And I'm thinking, he's probably thinking, hey, I got a church to run here, but he goes because God told him to go. He gets to Cornelius's house, and he starts talking about Jesus. If you think about it, Peter was one of only 3 disciples that saw the transfiguration. He was an eyewitness to the majesty of that, as he'll refer to in the Bible later on. So, it's tremendous to have Peter at this Gentile's house. So Peter starts preaching. Cornelius has his whole family and friends there, and all of a sudden the Holy Spirit descends on them, and they start speaking in tongues, and it's like a mini Pentecost. And the Jews are amazed because they're saying, these people are pagans. How can God open up the church to them, But that's exactly what happens. And then Peter gets it. He says, that dream was not about food. It was about people. And if God says they're good, then they're good. And they all should have a chance to join this church. So that's what happened. And if you think about the church today, almost 1/3 of the world's population consider themselves Christian. Most are not Jews. So what happened there? Maybe one day, the last days, the Jews' eyes will be open. We don't know, and scholars disagree about it. But we know, as Christians and followers of Christ, we will spend eternity with Jesus. And we'll probably see Peter and Cornelius up there, I'm hoping so. I got questions. So look, what's God trying to tell us? Be a Cornelius. If you don't know what you need, but you know you need something, pray and pray and pray, and be genuine about it. And God just might send a Peter to your front door to answer your question, right? So that's what Cornelius needed. He needed Jesus. He had God, but he needed Jesus. And that's what's going to get him to heaven. So again, C is for Cornelius the Centurion. Acts chapters 10 and 11. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and blessings to you.